welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and doing loads of art. In today's video we're going to be painting this peacock painting. Must say I'm pretty pleased with how it turned out, even though it took me a bit longer than expected, but you know, that's the way it goes. Yeah, I really like peacocks. They're so nice and colourful, and I love green and blue. Yeah, I hope you enjoy following me along on my painting process and maybe doing some painting with me. What are you working on currently? At the moment, I'm working a lot on my sketchbook. This painting, I think I painted it 2 weeks ago. I'm only getting around to uploading the video footage right now. So currently I'm working a lot in my sketchbook and using some reference photos from our recent little holiday trip, and also doing some gouache painting and following a little painting challenge by Maria Rakaczynska, 21 Days of Summer. So what are you guys up to? I hope you enjoy my video. So as always, I'm starting off with my sketch, and I got the reference photo for this from Pixabay, and there's loads of lovely free reference photos of peacocks there, so you should definitely check that out. Drawing in the body and the feathers all around the peacock, and I'm using just a mechanical pencil for this and a little detail eraser. Really, if peacocks aren't that complicated, if you're just drawing the upper body. The feathers around the peacock don't have to be exact at all. Just kind of give the feeling of flowy feathers and movement. So yeah, it's not exactly as a reference photo. Here I'm starting painting in the, well, not the background, but the feathers in the background. I'm just kind of putting in some blues and greens and browns, just so I'm not working on white paper anymore. And then I'm painting in the body of the peacock with blue and working wet into wet. I just really love working wet into wet and seeing the different colours flow into each other. And I have both palettes out here, but I think mostly I was working with my Mission Gold paints, and they're so lovely and vibrant. The colours I was using were probably ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, and for the more turquoise colours, peacock blue, and a bit of viridian. Of course, you don't need all of those colours, just mix some green into your blue to get some different hues. And I keep going over the body of the peacock to get the texture that I want, which doesn't always work out the way I had planned. And on the head, it worked out better, I think. I'm painting in suggestions of some feathers on the body and putting on another layer and another layer. This is one reason why it took me this long. Yeah, here on the head, I'm kind of suggesting these little bubbly feathers, and later on I lift out some highlights, which worked rather well in this case. Painting in the outside of the eyes and the inside brown. Here I'm lifting out the highlights on the head. Just using a little clean brush, slightly damp, and just kind of rubbing off the colour there. Okay, and back to the eye, and then I lifted off a little colour in the middle of the eye there as well. But I do end up going in with some white for highlight in the end. Some brown for the beak and the feathers on the head. And now I'm starting on the big feathers in the background. They mostly consist of, was it 4 rings, dark blue in the middle, then more of a turquoise blue, and then an orangey brown type of color, and bright green on the outside. So here I'm working on the turquoise and then on the brown. And because there's a good few feathers, again, this took me a while. I wasn't sure if I should let the single rings dry or let them bleed into each other. Kind of went for a bit of a mix on that. So that's the peacock blue. For the turquoise layer, and ultramarine for the middle. And for the green, I used a yellow green and a little bit of sap green as well. And now I'm painting in those loose feathers on the outside of the feather that kind of look like hairs. Just swinging my brush out from the center basically. And yeah, not going for an exact replica there, just kind of getting the movement. By the way, if you enjoy my video, I'd be really happy if you could give me a thumbs up and possibly subscribe. I think this was a stage in the painting process that got a little tedious because there was so many little feathers to paint in, and I just kept going at it and adding to the flyaway feathers with a bit of a darker green and a very yellowy green for the feathers right at the back. Those little ones that look a bit like scales. I felt like there was too much white still left in the background, even though I had done a base coat, so I kind of smushed that out a bit with some water and added more flyaway feathers. That's just what I'm going to call them. With some dark green. Which green was that? I think probably hooker's green, possibly with some brown and blue mixed into it. It's actually been quite a while since I painted this painting, so I can't remember, but I've got my cheat sheet beside me, painting of my palette with the names drawn over it. A swatch card is also what you could call that. And darkening up the background even more. Painting in some more texture on the little feathers. and some brown in the center of them. Trying to add some more definition since I lost it at this point. Some more dark feathers for contrast. Some more details on the face. And the highlight on the eye. So that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. See you again soon. Bye!